Hi guys, and welcome to this small showcase for Dynavision Static mode patch. Now what this mod does is provide a patch for the original Dynavision by Gopher, and it affects the static version of that mod. So at the moment we have the static version of the original Dynavision mod on screen, and you can see the background is blurred out and the foreground is nice and clear. However, in static mode, the foreground still does have a slight blur on it. You can't quite see it in this scene, but we will see it in later ones coming up. And what the patch aims to do is make the foreground sharper while still retaining the nice blurred background of the original Dynavision. So there are two versions of this mod. The first will make the foreground as blurred as the background in this scene. So as you can see, as it swipes across, the foreground is becoming very blurred and actually matches with the blurriness of the background. In later scenes we'll see how this version of the mod is actually quite sharp on very close objects and blurs the background quite nicely. So if I swipe across with my preferred version of the mod, which is the second one in the download section, the LODs have been pushed back slightly again, so we have the nice blurred background and the sharp foreground. Now in this scene this will look exactly the same as the original Dynavision static mode, but if I move to some other scenes now we'll see how the two versions compare on very close-up objects. So here we are looking at my character with the original static version of Dynavision. That's the original mod by Gopher. So if I now apply the first version of the patch, remember that's the quite blurry one. So as you can see here, the tower in the background is becoming slightly blurred and our character is becoming nice and sharply resolved. So now we have a slight mixture between dynamic Dynavision and static Dynavision, and it's really quite a nice blend. Now if I swipe again from the left hand side with the second version of the mod and my preferred version, we see that the tower has become nice and clear again and our character is still nice and sharply resolved, no change has been made there. And this gives more of the effect of the original static Dynavision in the background, but the nice dynamic version in the foreground, and it's really quite a nice change. Now walking around with version 1 of the patch, you may find that the foreground is a little bit too blurred and can become a little bit disorientating. Objects only become sharp if you get quite close, but it is quite a nice effect. However, with version 2 you'll find that the foreground is really sharp and the background retains that static effect from the original Dynavision. And that's why it's my preferred version, because it takes away some of the blurriness of the original mod and adds the nice sharp effect that you would find in the dynamic version. So as you watch another example of version 1 of the mod, there's just one thing I need to tell you about this patch, and that's that it's currently unsupported by Gopher. It's currently an unofficial patch for Dynavision, though Gopher has been contacted on Skyrim Nexus as to his permission for this patch. And the other thing is that of course you'll need the original Dynavision mod in order to use this patch. So if you like the look of the mod, please do head over to the mod authors page and check it out there, and remember to endorse if you use. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.